There are two types of charges, positive and negative. There are two types of numbers, positive and negative. There are two types of people, positive and negative. But some people can be neutral as well. However, I was in that negative category. I used to blame myself. I used to blame my negativity on all kinds of outside forces like fate, experiences, relations, friends, parents, even the God. But I never really stopped to think, never realized that I could choose to be positive. Teaching myself that positivity is a choice has been one of the greatest things I ever done for myself. Somehow, in every person, in every situation, there's something which is not obvious. We have to look hard. Sometimes we have to look harder. The old me was content to sit back and glance around. When I was in what seems like a negative situation, maybe I have failed, maybe I have made a mistake or screwed up some kind of a way, I didn't want to look harder or think too much about the good stuff. It was much easier just to sit back and just to accept what I saw, which is not good. So one of the simplest but most effective way to build a positive outlook has, in my experience, been to ask helpful questions like, what is one thing that is positive about this situation? Or what is one opportunity in this situation? Asking questions may look silly, but it's much better than what I used to do in such situations. I was able to look more positive things instead of the negative ones. I'll explain it on the second step. So now think, every situation, good or bad, can be a learning experience. So therefore, at very least, you can learn something from a bad experience. Therefore, it's a good thing. Okay, how to change the life. Know what you are seeking. Set trigger goals. Set improvement goals. Gather a community and script your setbacks. For more information, click this video. If you change your habits, automatically you can change your life. But at that moment, when you determine to start a new habit which is unfamiliar, you may get lost in vague fears about what would happen if you actually took action. I know, fears can make nightmares, but don't think too much about it. So, when we think negatively, we start to assume exactly we know the future and we know how others will think about us. Like, she hasn't texted me back, so she doesn't like me. He only said that to make me feel better. He doesn't really mean it. Please stop thinking like that. If you are that much good at predicting the future, please go and do the lottery. You can become a billionaire within one night. I know that you are not that good at predicting future. So, understand this. Positive thinking is not about knowing everything. So, I have started to ask myself, what is the worst thing that could happen? Over the years, I have figured out that the worst thing could happen is not scary as the nightmares. So, step out from your comfort zone and try to change your life without assuming the negative future. Don't make mountains out of molehills and don't think that the negative stuff is permanent. When you start to think more positively, you will find it's a bit difficult because there are a lot of people out there demotivating yourself. It can be the media, your friends, your neighbors, even your parents. But that's not their fault because they do that. They are negatively charged people. So you can't run away from them. You should not, because you have a responsibility to show them a positive life and to help them to have a better life. So how can you do this? With any sort of training, the more you practice, the more you get. So you can practice to be more positive as well. And when something goes wrong, don't blame yourself. Don't think everything is ruined. And when something goes well, don't give the credits to the luck. For an example, if you have passed an exam, don't think you were lucky to pass the exam. It's because of your hard work. So give credits to yourself. And you can meditate or pray. When you meditate, it can reduce the anxiety and reduce the stress. It can increase your attention span and it can increase your immunity. So therefore you will feel a stress-free life and you will feel more appreciated. So you can think more positive and you can do more positive things. Once Shakespeare has told that what goes around comes around. So what you send out, you tend to get it back from the world and from the people. Not from everyone and not every time, but somehow it will come back to yourself. So if you share and if you spread the positivity, you will get positivity back. Therefore, spread positivity. The more you share, the more you practice with others. How can you share positivity? So you can help others by giving something like food, clothes, pen, pencil, books, and you can help them just by listening at least. And when you find someone feeling down, you can cheer them up by writing notes, sending flowers, sharing good music, sharing videos, sharing my video. Share positivity. Share. Okay? But however, the most important lesson to remember, you are the only person who can choose positivity for your life.